Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'll be showing you how I make my thumbnails using R9 Films, Canva Pro, and picsart. In choosing the photos, I usually just screenshot it from a video clip. But if you want a better quality, you should take a separate photo. I use R9 Films in adjusting the brightness, contrast, etc. and in applying a bit of filter. I like this app because of its filters. To be honest, I used to love Visco Cam, but since the update, it got too complicated and I don't know how to use it anymore. For the filter, I stick with the Vintage Films pack. I use Technicolor 2HC and sometimes the Agfa color for this warm. If you've noticed, I really like my photos to be warm, and these two filters gives it the warmness that I desire. And once I'm happy on how it looks like, I export it and add something in it. If I think the photo is a bit boring, I add doodles and outline using picsart. I just use my fingers since I don't have a stylus. It's kind of hard though. The brush size I use is number 2 in color white. First, I'm adding these water drops on the sides of my timer, then adding sparkle outlines, and for the notebook to be noticeable, I'm just outlining it. After saving it, I just send it to my laptop. I import the photo I just edited, then open one of my recent designs, which is where I store my thumbnails. But if you just want to start editing in Canva, just search for YouTube thumbnails and there will be templates available. Making thumbnails is a process of trial and errors. Sometimes, in just one editing, you'll be satisfied in what it looks like. But in my case, I find it hard to choose what title to put and font to use. So it is really important to plan ahead. For this thumbnail, I tried using other fonts, but the ones I usually use are April Fat Face and Shriek Hand. And for the font color, as you can see from my previous thumbnails, I like it to be yellow. And since I made multiple thumbnails, I asked my friends to decide for me. And you already know what thumbnail want. It's the 2021. And to be honest, that's the pinaka-mema thumbnail that I did, but it turned out to be good. I'm gonna show you how I make this wavy text using Canva. For this, I use the curve tool in order to achieve the waves, but since the effect only has one curve, I cut the words into sections in order to make an alternate concave and convex. Then, I just copied the entire element and changed it to gray for the shadows. You can also do this in picsart using the draw tool, but the fonts are just basic and we don't want that. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Hope you learned something and thanks so much for watching.